Football season is here, and we know those Cardinal fans are eager to cheer on their team. One thing to keep in mind ahead of game day is to protect your hearing. Here to share some simple tips is Dr. Hunter Gerhart. Thank you so much for joining me, sir.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So, okay, we're at these large events. It's loud. Why is it so hard why is it that we should be protecting our hearing?
Well, you know, everyone gets excited about football season, myself included, but it gets loud, especially at the State Farm Stadium. Average sound level there is about 101 decibels. Over time, just even a little bit of exposure can be damaging or harmful to your hearing. So it's important that we protect our hearing to avoid hearing loss, ringing in the ears, and things like that.
So you just threw out some numbers there. How important are those numbers for our hearing? Like when you said that decimal, how important is that?
Well, it depends. The louder it is, the less amount of time you can be in that environment before it starts damaging your hearing. So, you know, football games, things like that, the more football games you're going to, definitely want to protect your hearing. But if it's just one a season, I still would recommend hearing protection, but not as crucial as, you know, it is once you're doing that much more often.
All the time. So how loud is too loud?
Great question. Anything over about 80 decibels for a long period of time can be damaging to the hearing. So in terms of listening to music and things like that, I always recommend the 60-60 rule, not listening to the volume longer than 60 minutes for more than 60%.
Okay, and so again, you're throwing out some good numbers here. Is there like an app or machine that we bring to these events to like check to see, is it at this certain decibel number to, okay, we might need to protect our ears for this?
Great question. There are a lot of apps actually. The one that I recommend is called Starkey Sound Check.
Okay.
It tells you exactly, you know, hey, if you're in this environment for longer than 2 hours, you're going to have some harmful noise exposure. If you're in this environment for, you know, a few minutes, you could have some noise exposure. But, you know, anytime that you're around loud noise, going to these sporting events, concerts, it's definitely best for hearing protection just to eliminate that risk.
And what are some risks that comes along with not protecting your hearing?
Hearing loss. You know, hearing is what connects us to people and the world around us. Individuals with untreated hearing loss, oftentimes, you know, that leads to social isolation, withdrawal from social settings, and things like that, which we don't want.
So you're setting us up for success. We're going to download the app, make sure we take that to gauge the sound and how loud it is at these venues. But you brought us some things to help us protect our hearing as well.
Yeah, you know, I want people to know that, you know, our hearing protection options aren't just limited to this little guy right here that sometimes isn't very comfortable depending on your ear anatomy. The other thing I don't like about this is it can protect your hearing, but it also doesn't allow you to hear what's going on around you, which is important. You know,
dangerous when you're walking, you know, you want to hear if somebody's right behind you.
Exactly, and we also want to hear what's going on at the fun sporting events too. You know, we don't want to miss anything, and so there are options that still protect your hearing, like these here. These are an instant fit option, but it still allows you to hear what's going on around you. There's also plugs that have filters in them that allow you to still hear what's going on. So like these here, these were made for my ear, custom fit for the shape and size of my ear, but I like these for concerts because it attenuates things but doesn't completely reduce the sound, and so it still allows you to hear what you're wanting to hear but without damaging your hearing. Then these here, these are just for, provides a little bit more protection than these here, and this is what I would recommend for, you know, people that are working around loud noise, hunting, things like that. And then my favorite pair.
We're in the new age technology now.
New age, man, yes sir. These right here, these are great because it is a Bluetooth device where you can listen to music, things like that, but it also allows you to hear what's going on around you and can also serve as a hearing aid. So for individuals with a little bit of hearing loss, this product can help them, and even individuals with normal hearing can benefit from this product because it protects your hearing, it allows you to hear what's going on, but as soon as those loud sounds like gunfire or things like that occur, it's going to attenuate that, reduce that to where it's not damaging your hearing.
Dr. Gerhart, thank you so much. And what's the app name again that we can take to gauge the noise?
There are a few. The one that I use most often is called Starkey Sound Check.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Gerhart.